This week in the Blitz, I'm going to give a quick recap of what happened in the divisional round. The Chiefs dub over the Jaguars, my favorite play. And it ain't Raiders week. It ain't Broncos week. It's Bengals week. And I'm going to tell you why it's personal. Chiefs Kingdom, mount up.
Shut up, Brian.
What's good? This is your big homie, Brian B. Shining, host of the Morning Grind on Hot 103 Jams. The commission, core DJs. Shout out to all the affiliates. Love for all my peoples. Divisional weekend is a wrap. It was fun. It's always fun when the Chiefs win. We'll get into that in a second. What about the Eagles taking care of the Giants? I mean, just took a dump all over them. No need to dissect that. Y'all saw what happened. Jalen Hurts running around the field. The Eagles defense locked them up. Giants couldn't do nothing. And the Eagles fans is giving me flack on my TikTok. Follow me on there too, Brian B. Shining, by the way. So I went out on a limb on that specific TikTok and I said that the Eagles would lose to the Giants. I made a mistake, all right? I was just feeling frisky that day, I guess, because in my original picks that I posted, I got the Eagles going to the NFC Championship game against the Niners, which is the next game that we'll take a look at against the Cowboys. A uniform matchup that was sent from the gods, man. It was beautiful to see. But Dallas, and I call him Dumpster Juice Dak, he just couldn't get it done, man. He looked like he was playing on that yak. I mean, we all knew this about Dak. We knew that he's not the type of quarterback who can be great on his own. He's not the truck. He's the trailer. Like, he needs somebody to pull him along. He needs great receivers. He needs great running backs. He needs everything to be perfect in order for his team to have a chance at a Super Bowl win. And you saw the interceptions. You saw the turnovers from him. And the 49ers defense is elite. And Brock Purdy seems to be getting it done. Although he did have some issues against that Cowboys defense. I mean, we saw that coming because the Cowboys defense is pretty good, but it's something to keep in the back of your mind, though, as the 49ers go to the NFC Championship game. And then the Bengals and Bills. It is sad in Buffalo. I expected better than that from the Bills. I did. I thought the Bengals would win that game, but I didn't think that they would dominate them like that. I mean, they had the Bills locked up and dizzy from the opening kickoff. You saw that first drive. It was efficient. It looked like Buffalo was the ones who wasn't used to the snow and who was on the road. Buffalo just didn't bring it at all against the Bengals. And they seemed to have everything working against the Bills. The Bills seemed to be outcoached. That's what that looked like to me. And it just shows that Buffalo was predictable in them not having a running game. That's what happens when you have an incomplete offense and everything is relied upon one person, which was Josh Allen. But that means that the Cincinnati Bengals are coming to Arrowhead. Because the Kansas City Chiefs got the job done against the Jacksonville Jaguars in what became a feisty affair later on in the game. After that injury to Patrick Mahomes, my God. Hey, Chiefs Kingdom, we were shaking up. I mean, it looked bad. As the competitor that Patrick Mahomes is, he got up and you saw that he was nowhere near the player that he's supposed to be. He wasn't nowhere near 100%. And Andy Reid had no choice but to yank him and get him up out of there. At that point, if you're Andy Reid, you got to make the executive decision to go ahead and get him up out of there, get him checked out, make sure that he can't further damage himself. We know he's a competitor. We know he can go out there and get it done. But at the same time, we got to look out for the long-term health of Patrick Mahomes. And we don't want to make this injury worse. And Chad Henne came in and got it done, didn't he? 98-yard drive, which was the longest drive in Chiefs postseason history. You got to love a good backup, man. And Chad Henne, this ain't his first go-around. This ain't his first rodeo. Y'all done seen him get it done before. Remember against the Browns when Patrick Mahomes got a concussion? Oh, anything is possible, baby. Now, I don't drink anymore, but damn it, 10 years ago, it would have been Henne all over the place. There was a couple of plays that I want to get to. Number one, the Christian Kirk touchdown. Now, everybody was making a big deal of this, and including me, I was, because I'm like, man, why the hell is George Karlaftis in coverage. What the hell is that? It's like Spaz got in his Bob Sutton bag. And if you're questioning, like, what the hell are you talking about, Brian? In the 2017 Divisional Round, oddly enough, against the Pittsburgh Steelers, you'll see Justin Houston was in man coverage against Antonio Brown.
Down in the red zone, forced a field goal instead of a touchdown. That's why they were 7th best in points allowed.
Now the advantage goes to these pass rushers. The crowd gets cranked up, and the offensive linemen can't hear as well. We'll see if they can get a quick jump off the ball.
3rd and 10, and here they come, and Ban almost gets sacked. Fires deep downfield, and getting open and making the catch over his shoulder is Antonio Brown. Live by the sword and die by the sword. They blitzed. They almost got Ben. He hangs in there and then fires downfield to as good a receiver as you'll see.
You will not believe what you're about to see out here. Justin Houston is one-on-one. An outside linebacker one-on-one against arguably the best receiver in the game. Give him a little credit. At least he gets him on the ground. The blitz didn't work. They paid a heavy price.
He is not supposed to be covering Antonio Brown, one of the quickest, one of the best route runners in the entire league, one-on-one in man coverage. So, yeah, that's what I mean when I say Spags got in his Bob Sutton bag. Bag lady.
Shut up, Brian.
Chris Jones was outstanding. He was. And he's going to need to continue that for the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. All right, let's go to my favorite play of the game. Isaiah Pacheco. This man is something special. He really is. Is it just me? It might be me because sometimes my imagination can be a little out there. But he just looks like what Michael Jackson's son would look like in the year of 2023. From another baby mama, of course, you know. Perhaps this is what Billie Jean's son would look like. This is Billie Jean's son right here. Yes, I wish I could play the instrumental right now, but yeah, y'all know the copyrights be on your ass. But anyway, Isaiah Pacheco, all right? He gets stuffed at the line. He runs into Trey Smith. He bounces it out. He has the vision, and you see the breakaway speed. Look at that speed. He's definitely pressing R2 right there. All my Madden players, y'all know what I'm talking about. But you see the acceleration in Pacheco. You see the toughness in Pacheco. You see that you can't just take him down with one hit either. He's the total package, in my opinion. The only thing that I see he can't do, maybe, is questionable, is catching passes out the backfield. But that's what McKinnon is for. Isaiah Pacheco had 12 carries for 95 yards. He was averaging 7.9 yards per carry, fam. And yet Andy Reid still does not want to feed this man the ball. As great as Andy Reid is, I love Andy Reid. I love him to death. But a flaw of his is the fact that he does not run the ball. It frustrates me sometimes. And I'm not taking nothing away from Andy Reid. He is a Hall of Fame coach, one of the best of all time. But everybody knows that you gotta run the football, fam. That's all I'm saying. Overall, a solid win for the Chiefs. It shows that depth matters in the National Football League. These damn Bengals. Listen, man, my wife is from Cincinnati. So I've been catching hell from my in-laws for a whole year plus. I can't say anything. We have not beaten these dudes 3 straight times. You got Eli Apple, of all players, talking junk. You got Mike Hilton over here running his mouth this time. As opposed to the last time when a certain chief safety that wears 20, I ain't gonna say no names, was talking stuff about the Bengals before the regular season game earlier this year. But then you got Colin Cowherd saying this.
We know Burrow is terrific. The comp for Tom Brady's right on. The kid sees the field well, crazy, accurate. His situational excellence is, there's not a lot I've ever seen that's as good. By the way, Kansas City privately was rooting for Buffalo to win.
You're a liar.
They don't want to face Cincinnati. The Chiefs do not want to face Cincinnati.
You can't be serious right now, fam. You know, I'm going to let Lil Uzi Frank let you know how we feel in Kansas City.
Got a different challenge and, short-term memory, like I always say. Got to wash this one away and get ready for our opponent next week.
So then real quick, who do you want to win tomorrow? Because if Cincinnati wins, you're playing the AFC Championship game here in Kansas City.
I don't really give a damn. Bring them all.
Secretly cheering for, but man, we wasn't secretly cheering for nobody. We got smoke for whoever wanted. Philly, Frisco, Cincinnati, Switzerland, New Zealand, whoever wanted. We got it for you if you want to play football. But yeah, the Chiefs got to get it done. You can't lose 4 straight to Joe Burrow and these little ugly Bengals. Damn stripes. Speaking of the stripes, the uniform matchup I'm expecting is the same from last year's AFC Championship game. You know the Chiefs gonna come looking sharp and debonair, cleaner than a whistle, than a board of health, in our red tops, white bottoms. And I'm expecting the Bengals to come out in their usual white-on-white robes. It's gonna be some smoke in the city. And I got the 49ers on the NFC side, which means we got a matchup of Super Bowl 54. Another personal matchup for me, because my older brother is a 49ers fan.
Now,
more on that on another episode. Man. Hey, yo, hit that like button, subscribe, share. Just love on me, all right? At Brian B. Shining. And hit me on all the other social platforms, too, including Facebook, including Twitter, Instagram, wherever. Black Planet, I don't give a damn. You there, I'm there. Connect with me, though, at Brian B. Shining. That's it from my desk. Big blessings on the way. God's love. Go Chiefs.
Shut up, Brian.